How's it going, Crusaders? Welcome back to another Bible study. Today we're checking out Genesis 1:12, the third day, part 4. Today we don't have any verses that agree with each other. So before we get started, I do want to say that I was talking about whether or not I was going to go to Gatlinburg and hand out free Bibles. I have decided to do that. So next Monday, I'm already ahead a couple of Bible studies and sermons. So I already know what next week's Bible studies and sermons are. The next Bible study, there's not really a Bible study. I'll just be going over the verse, doing the Bible verse of the week, and asking the question of the week. It's a very short and very obvious verse that we're checking out next week. So there's no Bible study to it, and you'll understand that next Monday when we get into it. So right after I do the Bible study, I'm going to head to Gatlinburg next week, and I'll just be on the strip handing out free Bibles next Monday. So I will obviously probably post one or two pictures of that, and hopefully it goes good. Hopefully there's no tension or animosity that comes about doing that, but regardless if so, I'll be ready for it. So guys, as I said, Genesis 1:12, the third day, part 4, always starting off with the King James Version. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind, and God saw that it was good. The CSB, the earth produced vegetation, seed-bearing plants, according to their kinds, and tree-bearing fruit, with seed in it, according to their kinds, and God saw that it was good. The NIV, the land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed, according to their kinds, and tree bearing fruit with seed in it, according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. The earth brought forth, getting into the ESV, sorry. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, according to their own kinds, and tree bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to their kind, and God saw that it was good. The NASB, the earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed after their kind, and tree bearing fruit with seed in them after their kind, and God saw that it was good. The NLT, the land produced vegetation, all sorts of seed-bearing plants and trees with seed-bearing fruit. Their seeds produced plants and trees of the same kind, and God saw that it was good. The AMP, I believe I said this last Bible study, but guys, the more I'm getting into looking at all these different translations and all these different Bibles that I'm reading and seeing the differences in them, I'm really finding it obvious that the AMP, and like I said, I think I said this last week, the AMP really is just the NIV.2 to me. They are very, very similar, but they're still different enough to be their own. But I really feel like the AMP is just the NIV.2. And I mean, the King James Version and the New King James Version, you might be able to say that the New King James Version is just the King James Version .2, and that I kind of don't agree with. I feel like those are, I mean, you might be able to say that, but I feel like they are still more different than what the similarities are when it comes to the NIV and the AMP. I do feel like the NIV and the AMP is a lot more similar than the King James Version and the New King James Version is. So, the AMP. The earth sprouted and abundantly produced vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their kind, and trees bearing fruit with seed in them according to their kind. And God saw that it was good, and he affirmed and sustained it. Now, when I say they're similar, they're obviously different. The translation is obviously, very different. Sometimes they will agree with each other, but just the way things are worded and said, spelled out, and just presented, that's where I feel like the NIV and the AMP are very similar. And lastly, getting into the New King James Version, NKJV. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. So those are the translations, and that is the verse that we are checking out today. Today we do have 3 lessons, but they are all very short lessons. But nonetheless, we're going to check out all 3 of these lessons and see what we can learn and take in today when it comes to this verse. So, checking out the first lesson today, guys. This verse establishes that principle for plant life. While 5 of the 6 days contain at least one act of creation evaluated as good, only the 3rd and 6th day have this statement more than once. The second lesson we're going to check out: God not only created plant life, he also set in motion the process that makes plant life reproduce. And finally, the third and final lesson. While the creation of vegetation may seem out of place on day 3, it anticipates what God will later say in verses 29 through 30 concerning food for both humanity and other creatures. The creation of distinctive locations in days 1 through 3, along with vegetation, prepares for the filling in these days 4 through 6. So guys, that was the Bible study. 3 different lessons for 1 verse. I think that is a huge accomplishment to be able to take in that much information when it comes to just, 1 verse. But as I always say, that's why we're doing these. That way we can stop and really see what's going on and study every single letter of every single word in every single verse. So, guys, the Bible verse of the week we're checking out comes from 1 John 5 and 5. Who is it that overcomes the world except the one who believes that Jesus is the Son of God? And, a lot of people, and I've been talking about that a lot this year, a lot of people can have a nicer house than you, a better car than you, really what looks like a better life than you. But, when it comes to our last day, if we don't have Jesus in our heart, in our life, and, something that we take with us on a daily basis and can really see through who we are as a person, then we didn't overcome this world. And I truly believe that if you have Jesus, you have it all, plain and simple. So, Guys, my question for the Crusaders: what Bible character do you relate to the most, and why? This is something that you really need to stop and look at, and goes perfectly said along with the Bible study about which character you think that you relate to the most and why. So, as always, guys, you don't have to answer it in the comments. This is just something fun that I like to put in there that you can answer to yourself and really resonate. Same thing with the Bible verse of the week. It's just something that I want you to take with you about your week, and hopefully make it better and give you something to think about that inspires you to encourage yourself to draw closer to God, and just help yourself out for the week when it comes to trying to get closer to God, guys. So, Crusaders, that was the Bible study of the week, Genesis 1:12, the third day, part 4. This was a good one to me. Like I said, guys, next week it is literally just going to be the Bible verse, the Bible study will just be literally the Bible verse that we're checking out that week, the Bible verse of the week, which is differently correlated than the actual Bible verse that we're checking out, and the question of the week, Crusaders. So I might put a little something else in there, maybe a little update on some things that are going on, and that'll be it, guys. And then after that, we'll be heading towards Gatlinburg to hand out Bibles on the Strip. So say a little prayer for me about that everything goes good, and we don't have any issues when it comes to that. So, Crusaders, thanks for tuning in today, and I will catch you all Wednesday for the question of the week. Thanks, Crusaders.